Hi guys, this is Sonal and welcome to my channel. So my husband and I, we are doing Dr. Gundry's 5 days vegan low calorie fast, and I wanted to share the recipes that I made in these 5 days with you guys. So I hope you like the video. Let's go ahead and see what I make. The first thing is I'm going to make some khichdi, which is a sattvic food or a high life energy food is what it means. So here I have soaked some peanuts. I'm taking some brown rice which comes from a village, so it is partially polished, and this is mung bean or mung dal, and all of this is soaked overnight. I always soak my grains and beans overnight before using. I've put all of this in a pressure cooker, adding salt, turmeric and black pepper mixture, some hing or asafoetida, and this is the soaked peanuts because that adds the protein to the dish along with the dal, of course. And now some more flavoring, so some more black pepper. I'm crushing a piece of ginger and adding that to the khichdi. And this is some curry leaves, and all of this can be as per your choice, so coriander and cumin powders. I'm also taking some of the froth that comes from boiling. I'm taking it off, and now I'm going to close the pressure cooker and let it cook till it's completely mushy. So my daughter is going to college next month, and I'm making some muesli to try out for her to probably take it to school. This is about 2 cups of oatmeal, to which I have added a bunch of nuts, so cashew nuts, almonds which have been soaked and peeled. There's also some dry fruits like cranberries, regular raisins, black raisins, coconut flakes, hazelnuts, added pecans, and a pinch of salt, so about like 1/4 teaspoon or so. And now I'm making a dry fruit or date paste. So I have about 4 prunes and about 7 to 8 dates. This is molasses, the way we buy it in India, and also about 1 tablespoon of olive oil. I've made a paste of all of this and put it in our oatmeal, and I'm mixing all of this together. So now this is a lot of paste for this quantity, and this is how you would make energy bars, and that's what I wanted to show you guys. And also, I was trying to get an idea of how sticky it is and then adjust accordingly. So the stickiness that it is at, this is how you would make energy bars, like I said. So find a square baking pan, press this into it, and then kind of like cut it into energy bars and bake it. Now I want to make loose granola because I want her to have the flexibility to eat as much as she wants. There's going to be a canteen where she will be eating. So this is a late night snack kind of thing. So I added half a cup of oatmeal again, mixed everything. I've put it on a cookie sheet with a silicone mat. You can use parchment paper, and I have put it for baking at 160 degrees centigrade or 320 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 minutes. And you want to keep an eye on it and keep moving it around every 5 minutes or so, because it's got high sugar content which can burn really quickly, and which has happened to me so many times. So I want to warn you guys. And look at how beautiful it looks, and hear the crunch. So I've opened my khichdi pressure cooker. It's all sticky from the mung dal or moong dal, which is what we call it. And so I've added a lot more water because we really like it like a porridge. And I'm adding some boiled spinach. I'm just cutting it with a scissor and putting it all in. So this is a good carrier for all the vegetables. This is how actually I feed my kids vegetables. You know how kids are, they don't want to eat any vegetables. I'm also going to put a tempering, and this is about a tablespoon of oil, to which I've added cumin seeds, crushed garlic, and I have also put some slices of onions. We're going to brown it a little bit. I also added some chili powder, and I'm going to put all of this into the pressure cooker. If you want it to be like really sattvic, you want to leave the chili powder out. And I'm serving this with a bunch of ghee. This is for my daughter because we were vegan. We ate it without the ghee or the olive oil because we're also trying to follow a low calorie diet. And I also made some chicken curry for my kids, which is what I just showed you quick. Now this is another day where I'm trying to make breakfast. We have chickpea flour, to which I've added lemon juice, salt, turmeric powder and black pepper, a little bit of water, and I'm going to mix this into a batter kind of consistency. Then we're going to leave it to sit for about 10 minutes, where it will soak all the water and plump up a little bit. Here I'm breaking all of the lumps, and then once you come back after about 10 minutes, I've added some baking soda, so about 1/4 teaspoon or so, and you want to whip it almost, like it will start looking fluffy because of the baking soda. Here I have a plate to which I have put some olive oil to make sure it doesn't stick, and I'm putting all of the batter inside, and we're going to steam this. So I wanted to show you I have two other beans that I'm already trying to cook, and this is my multi-pot, the Mealdi brand. I have 2 layers of beans in it already, and then I'm placing my dhokla on top. I'm going to first steam my dhokla, and then I'm going to take that plate out since it's done now. So I steamed it for 10 minutes. And then I'm going to put the pressure cooker and let the rest of the beans cook because they are going to take longer. Here in a pot, I had some olive oil, garlic and onions, to which I added a packet of mushrooms and sauteing it because sauteing always makes mushrooms taste so much nicer. And I'm putting some tomato puree. So if you guys don't know, I have been trying to always cook my tomatoes. First, de-seed my tomatoes, cook them in a pressure cooker and get rid of the skins. After that, we grind that and I store it in the freezer to use it as and when I want it. So I have used that here. So about 1 tomato or so, that's the quantity. I also added the beans, the black chana that we call it, those beans into that, and I put some kale. I'm going to let this be on a burner, so I'm putting it on the other burner while I make the tempering for my dhokla. I'm adding some mashed purple yam to the soup. So this tempering is olive oil, mustard seeds, cumin seeds, a bit of asafoetida or hing, and curry leaves. Those are so important because they have a typical flavor which I love. And of course, if you don't have curry leaves, you can leave that out. Regular dhokla actually has sugar. Once that is done, I'm just going to add the tempering of the oil on top of my dhokla. And this is some frozen coconut and some coriander. You can find frozen coconut in Asian grocery stores. I've come back to my soup. I have put the leftover tempering into the soup for whatever reason because I had so much leftover. And then I've also added a little bit of lemon juice to this, and our soup is ready. This is a thick soup, and I'm packing that into my husband's breakfast box for tomorrow. And he's not going to have any lunch. He'll come back and we'll have lunch together, or early dinner, whatever you call it. And if you want to watch recipes made from other kind of lentils which are completely vegan, let me know in the comments section because I absolutely love them and I'm going to try those out on my next vegan fast, so I can share those. Look at how soft and fluffy it looks, and it's got that slight tinge from the turmeric, which is beautiful. Right, so I'm putting some of the dhokla or the chickpea flour bread, if you may say so, and that is the soup, and then some cucumber, so with some more coconut on top. Now this is another day when I'm making khichdi because khichdi is our favorite and it can be made with a little bit of rice and more of beans. And also I put a lot of water. If you're adding 1:2 of water to rice, normally in this I will add 1:8 or so of the whole mixture, so that makes it lower in carb. Now this was the meal that I was serving my daughter before you start wondering why there is chicken in it. And we had a vegetable dish already made, which is another bean dish. Here I have a small bottle gourd which is about 300 grams, and I have peeled and de-seeded it and cut it into small pieces. This is a pressure pan into which I've added some olive oil, some cumin seeds, onions, ginger garlic paste, and then I've added the cubes of bottle gourd to this. Saute it a little bit, and then you can add about half a cup of water, shut the lid and cook it until it is really soft. In my case, which took about 5 minutes. In your case, if you're using a regular pot, it might take a little longer. Now open it and you'll see that it is absolutely soft. We're going to blend this in the blender to make a paste, a smooth paste, and then I'm pouring that paste into a pot. I'm going to add water as per my liking. So here I've added about 1.5 cup of water, and then season it with salt, so about half a teaspoon in my case, and that's it. And milk, if you want coconut cream, you can add black pepper. We just had it simple plain because like I said, we wanted to cut down on the carbs and the calories both. And now this is the third. I'm just cooking chicken waste pieces for my dog here, and in the same pressure cooker, not washing it or anything. This is some granola for my daughter for breakfast. So this is a previous batch of granola in which I had not put cranberries, so I added the cranberries on top because she loves cranberries. I'm making another stir-fried vegetable here. So in the oil I've added garlic and some sliced onions. And to this we're going to add some Napa cabbage or Chinese cabbage. I threw in a couple of curry leaves which was just lying around, so I put it in. I've added my Napa cabbage. I'm adding some salt. and we're going to let it cook down. Now these are the beans that I had cooked earlier and used in the soup, if you remember. And I threw some of those in so that each dish has some protein and is filling and satisfying. It's cooked down a little bit. I've mixed all of this together. I'm adding some green onion tops that I grew at home, so they're like really thin and soft. So this is about 1 teaspoon of cornstarch. I have added water to that and mixed that up, and we're going to let it heat up a bit or sort of come to boiling temperature, which is when it will thicken. And here I'm serving this. That little bit of rice is for my husband. It's about 1.5 tablespoon or so. And I've added some sesame seeds on our stir fry, and that's it. Guess I've covered most of the dishes that I made during this period, but I'm not sure. Probably I missed something. If I find something, I will definitely share it in a separate video. So thanks for watching. Bye.